doing? Don't think that you got locks and you don't have to do that. You still have to do that. Hey girl, welcome back to my YouTube channel. If you are new here, welcome. My name is Ebony and I make videos all about locks and lifestyle stuff. Today we are getting into hair growth, okay? How I went from this to this, okay, in my lock journey. Before we get started, make sure to like, make sure to comment, make sure to subscribe, send it to a friend, do something, okay, y'all? We're trying to grow here. I'm close to 4K. It's not all about growth. It's not. It's about a healthy hair journey, okay? So whether you are completely new to the lock game, if you're thinking about getting locks, or you've had locks for a while, sit back, relax, let's get into it, okay? So let me tell y'all what sparked this, all right? So the other night I went to go see Victoria Monet and it was so good. It was so good. So good, okay? So afterwards, me and my friends were like, okay, let's link up, let's go to the bar, let's hang out, let's get some drinks. And this girl stopped me in the bar and she was like, hey, like, how long have you had your locks for? Like, what's your journey been like? And she was just telling me how she was like nervous to start because her hair was like a little bit shorter and stuff like that. And it got me thinking. I get a lot of questions about the length of my lock, how they grew, where did I start, how did it get here now, you know? And now that my hair has like a little bit of length to it, I'm getting that question all the time. Like, girl, wait a minute, wasn't your hair way shorter? What happened? Okay. And part of me feels like my length is like kind of like a trick of the light in a way. And what I mean by that is that, like, I don't think my hair growth has changed much, like the rate of the growth has changed much from when I was a loose natural. But the thing about locks, there's a few key things about locks that are different that are making my hair maintenance so much better that I'm able to maintain that length. You get me? You feel me? Because when I first started my lock journey, I got coils and my hair shrunk up really tight, okay? It shrunk up really tight over time. And then as I got like more mature, like when my locks hit like 9 months to a year, my locks dropped, okay? And I know you guys have probably heard that, like when your locks drop, that tightness kind of relaxed, okay? And some of that original length came back. So that's what I mean by a little bit of a trick of the light, number one. So kind of just relaxed and then whatever. Then the other thing is that, like, I'm not getting trims like I was when I was a loose natural. I'm not dealing with breakage like that when I was a loose natural, like none of that. So all of that length that I'm getting from the top, it maintains, you know what I mean? Like it stays there. But regardless of your hair being like growing and maintaining length and being like, you know, super long, it means nothing if your hair is super long but it's scraggly and dusty, okay? So let's talk about how to maintain healthy hair, healthy, luscious, glossy locks, okay? And let's start with the scalp. So here's the thing. If you have been watching, if you are subscribed, all right, you know my routine. You know my routine. And if you don't, I have a video up here somewhere. I might do a updated version in a couple months. But I keep it very, very simple, especially when it comes to my scalp. Maybe once a week, I oil it and I use this Wild Growth, okay? Wild Growth hair oil. I use this as a loose natural and I never changed it. Like, I really love this. It's a bunch of oils in one and I just massage. I think maintaining a healthy scalp is super, super important, okay? Because that is where it all starts, okay? That's where it all starts. And so as long as you're able to maintain that healthy scalp, you're gonna have some beautiful locks. And I would say like less is more. Like when I was a loose natural, more was more and more was more and more was more. That was how like I acted. I really would not recommend unless you, look, girl, you know your hair. Okay, but this is just what I did. Let me just tell about my routine. I really wouldn't recommend doing more than like once a week. with oils, because you also don't want buildup. You don't want to bog your hair down. You don't want your scalp to not be able to breathe, okay? So I feel like sometimes we like watch our hair like a hawk and we're like, let's do this, let's do that, let's do that, because we want it to grow and we want it to do. Everybody stop. Take a step back. Let's chill out, okay? Let's chill for a minute. Just do, when I tell you, stripping down to the bare minimum has gotten me the best results ever, okay? So yeah, oil your scalp, people. Now, okay, moving away from the scalp, the locks themselves, okay? I do the same thing, the same cadence as I do for my scalp. I will do the same thing for my hair. I will wet my hair and I kind of use like warm water or lukewarm water, and I just scrunch it in like this. And I use some moisturizer. If you know me, you know I use Lock and Natural hairspray from Napoli Naturals, but just any type of lock spray will work, or hydration spray, some conditioner mixed with like 3 parts water, okay? I just scrunch it in like this. This is really helpful to keep your hair like nice and moisturized. Less is more, like we said, but we want healthy, long, luscious locks. And so you need to moisturize them, okay? Let's moisturize. Now this next one I think is like super important, and it is manipulation, or like protective styling. I don't know, just lower manipulation. You guys know that I keep it kind of simple, but then kind of not, because I love my beads, I love my hair up, okay? I love all these styles. I've made a few style videos, y'all know. And I think something that people struggle with sometimes, especially when your focus is growth, is that you want it to grow so much that like you don't feel comfortable with it like at the length that it is, so you do a lot of things to manipulate it, right? And I've been there before. I've definitely been there before. As a loose natural, I would just do so much stuff. I was always in a protective style, which is not a problem, but some protective styles ain't that protective, okay? So I would just caution you. I completely understand wanting to put your hair up or put some type of extensions on them. That is absolutely fine, but just make sure to maintain the health of your hair. Don't pull too much, don't do too much, okay? Sometimes just let your hair breathe. I know that it can be like really complicated, okay? We got a complicated relationship with our hair, and sometimes it just don't look put together and it doesn't look right if it doesn't look long enough, or like the way that you want it, or like the way somebody's hair was on Pinterest. I challenge you to try to challenge that in yourself, but if you ain't there, you ain't there, girl, okay? Throw the twist in your hair, throw some faux locks on top, do whatever you gotta do during that phase, but just go about it in a way where you're not pulling too hard, where you're not messing with the integrity of your lock, you know, making them weaker in any way. Try your best to still like maintain healthy hair, and you'll be good, you know? The last thing I want is for y'all to have been pulling your hair so much that the locks are thin, or they're scraggly, or you dyed them too quick or dyed them too much and now they're kind of like hanging off they boneless, girl. Like, everybody just chill, okay? That's honestly, that's really like the goal of this video, okay? It will come. Just chill, okay? But yeah, if you have some, if you're like, dang, well, Ebony, what the hell do I do then? Okay, if you can't go to Bella Noches, no. But if you're like, what styles can I do, or how do you make sure that your styles aren't pulling too much? I have a couple videos you can watch, and I'll link them up above. But also, like, just really quickly, when I pull my hair into those like little pigtails at the back, I always pull some out at the perimeter so it's not pulling too hard. What else do I do? I try to use rubber bands that are seamless so they're not snagging all the time. My dog, move, as you know. They're not snagging all the time. Whenever I braid, like I'll do a braid out or something, I try not to grab it too quick, you know what I mean? Grab it too tight. And those things really help. If you know my channel, you know this, but I like to stretch my retwist, okay? Over the summer, I didn't do it too much, okay? I was having too much fun, I was getting cute. But now that we're going into the winter months, I'm going back to stretching my retwist, maybe like 5 to 6 weeks. I would really recommend that as a tip, because retwisting too often can thin your locks. I know I talked about that a little bit before. When we're talking about growing healthy hair, you want to make sure the integrity of your lock is good, okay? So this is vital. Like, I feel like, speaking of manipulation, like, try to keep your retwist a month. You know what I mean? Doing anything more than that, or constantly freshening up the fronts of your hair, that is going to get in the way of your healthy hair. It just is. In a lot of hair growth videos, I see people like spend some time to talk about like your diet, you know, and like drinking water. Here's the thing. We should all just be drinking water, okay? We should all be mindful of our diets. I'm not gonna say that is going to take you to the next level in terms of hair growth though. I personally can't say that it would. Like, I can't, okay? Maybe there is some type of scholarly articles that say that personally, but I am an avid water drinker and my hair ain't to my booty, okay? We should just be doing that any damn way, but I'm not gonna say anything in your diet will change. There's somebody that could be eating McDonald's for breakfast, lunch, and dinner and have the most beautiful, luscious locks, okay? That's just genetics, it's just how it goes, all right? Moving on though, back to how we chill. I think just patience and consistency is really the big one there. You know what I mean? Like I said, in the very beginning, my hair was so short, okay? It was so short, it was so shrunken up. But over time, now I'm a year and like 8, almost 9 months in, honestly almost 10, whatever I am. And my hair has completely transformed to from what it looked like before. Honestly, looking back at old videos, I'm like, oh my gosh, like what? So yeah, if you are somebody that can be patient, I know it's hard for a lot of people, but if you can be patient and just continue to do what you're doing and rock with it, it will grow, and it will grow very nicely. You know, I think that a lot of people it's hard to be patient. It really is. Like, honestly, it really is. But if you just take the time, it will happen. And what's crazy is that now that I'm like a year and 10 months now, everybody's like, what? Your hair's growing so fast. What the hell? It's like you get to a certain point in the journey and it just is like bam, 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 bam. Like the growth really starts to show. And I'm just at that point right now. But yeah, it wasn't always like that. You know what I mean? It's just like a perspective, like it's just a time change. You know, once you change your mindset and then over time, it just will really compound, and next thing you know, your locks hitting the back. Okay, I said, wait. I said, not it hitting the bottom of my neck. No. And my last little tip, y'all, is a tip that I feel like I shouldn't have to say, so I almost forgot it, okay? I almost forgot it because we should know. We're here, okay? We are here with this one. Y'all need to be wearing a scarf or a bonnet or whatever you call it, okay? Y'all need to be wearing a scarf or a bonnet at night. What y'all doing? Don't think that you got locks and you don't have to do that. You still have to do that, okay? And we know why. It prevents breakage, it retains moisture, okay? Especially for locks, it stops a bunch of lint from going in your hair while you're tossing and turning in the bed. You need that, okay? It will really help. It will really help. You want to talk about healthy hair, okay? Wear your bonnet, especially if your locks aren't matured, girl. Maintain them, wrap them up. But yeah. Every person needs to wrap their hair. Y'all know this? I don't have to tell you this. Your mama told you this. Wrap your hair. And that's it. That's it, okay? We're talking about healthy, growing, long, luscious locks, okay? I'm on that journey. Y'all are on that journey. You're thinking of getting on that journey. All we need to do is moisturize, okay? Lower the manipulation, all right? Make sure to be patient. Be patient. I'm telling you it's growing. I'm telling you it will. And I'm telling that to myself too, okay? Just give me another year. They're gonna be understand the journey. It's gonna shrink up. It's gonna shrink up in the beginning, but it's gonna come right on down at the end, okay? If you do all these things. And then of course, wrap your hair. Wrap your hair. But yeah, that's about it. Okay, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Like I already said, what are you doing? Come join the group. Okay, let's be friends. Leave a comment down below. I love talking back. Okay, I love when you guys leave things. We can have a little bit of a community. People give advice to others. It's really nice. So go ahead and do that, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.